Chapter 8, The Truth of Memory.
Huh? That can't be right. Is the elevator malfunctioning?
It's not a malfunction.
What is it?
Richard, I have to tell you something known only to directors. JC Valley has a secret lab.
So that's where this elevator is now. Wait, is that where Ashley is?
Well, it's not very secret if the elevator still says BO5 on the outside so anyone can see when someone goes in.
Let's go.
Is Ryan Judd? Like a younger Judd? Digitized? Wait, how'd you get here?
Is this the lab?
Yes.
Oh, it just let them in?
Ashley. The pendant. The another is active.
The control room's over there.
Ryan hasn't quite figured out the whole door locking thing. Turns out Ryan was not very good at Five Nights at Freddy's.
There's no one here.
Then who's operating it? There's the pendant.
It contains liquid memory. Liquid memory that belonged to Sayoko. The very data Judd deleted from her mind 13 years ago.
It's what?
Sayoko quit after Ashley was born.
Is this like a... Not to say too many spoilers, but is this like a... Like a Final Fantasy XIV Pandemonium story situation?
Judd demanded she return and continue her research.
Like she took out an evil memory of herself and then put it away somewhere and now it's back to get us?
But she refused, so he stole her memories.
And you waited until now to tell me?
Syncing with subject's brainwaves. Sync with subject's brainwaves successful. Loading external episodic memories. External episodic memories successfully loaded. Installing external episodic memories. External episodic memories successfully installed.
Who's operating the another?
I don't know, but Sayoko's memory data has been loaded into it. We need to shut it down.
Ashley is Eric Tony. Oh, it's so funny you write it like that.
It's no use. It's not responding.
The name's Eric. Eric Tony.
I'm gonna go check on Ashley. Locked.
Oh, now he learned how to use doors.
Richard, the another is being used to overwrite memories. Sayoko's memory data is going to fully overwrite Ashley's.
They're trying to rebirth Sayoko in Ashley's body?
It's writing to her?
Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm into it. This is kind of interesting.
Yes.
Is such a thing even possible? Transferring Sayoko's memory data into Ashley's mind?
Perfect memory transcription requires compatible DNA. As Sayoko's daughter, it's theoretically possible.
What happens to the memories of the person being written to? What will happen to my daughter's memories?
It's most likely they'll be lost.
Ashley!
This is going smoothly. We'll see each other soon, Sayoko.
She's gonna be like a Soma meat suit. Everything's coming together. Great, now she's gonna fight Omega. Or Eden's Promise? This could be Omega or Eden's Promise. I like how the boat captain is
so weird.
Is like front and foremost. Yeah, and D's there. He's nuts.
Floating around.
Oh, hello, mother.
Huh? Mom? You've grown so much, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. I'm here to claim your body for myself.
Is it really you? It is, isn't it? Mom! I can't believe it.
I'll try the force quit command.
Do it.
Could you just... Oh, I guess I was gonna say, could you just remove the necklace? But I guess they said the memories are already loaded.
No good. It's not responding.
Installing external episodic memories. External episodic memories successfully installed.
Ashley. Protect our daughter, Sayoko.
Protect our daughter, Sayoko, even though you're the one trying to take over her body. I mean, I guess she's not doing it. It's Ryan, but...
Where are we? Inside your memories. Huh? My memories are flowing into yours. Ashley, you're in grave danger. Ryan's trying to overwrite your memories with mine. He's trying to revive me in your body.
Like, who is Ryan? Is he like an old lover of yours or something? Or what?
What? But I have no intention of letting that happen. I won't allow it. Mom, if he overwrites my memories with yours, what happens to me? The mind cannot cope with multiple sets of memories. Your brain will prioritize the new memories. Mine. The older information, your memories, will be deleted. I'll lose my memories? Yes. And if that happens, you'll no longer be you. I'm scared, Mom. It's all right. I'll help keep you safe. There's one more feature to the RAS. I designed it in secret.
I designed it in secret. It's actually a bomb.
It can restore memories that have been overwritten. What do I need to do? Hold out your hand.
Oh, there's the final puzzle. Erase my memories that are intermingling with yours. Oh. I'm playing a shooter game now.
It's gone. Yes, just like that. Keep doing this, and your own memories will be safe.
It's like a test. It's like, do you remember the events of this game?
Okay.
Now erase all my memories. This is kind of sad. You know, this is my memory. Okay, I thought I was limited to just like this range of vision. Oh my god, my camera is so floaty. This is one of my memories when I was pregnant with you.
Yes.
This is one of my memories. It's the day you were born.
Almost there.
Just a little more, Ashley. Just a little bit more. Wait. I mean, this one could be either of our memories, technically.
Oh.
Okay, Ashley, that's your memory. It's kind of weird because, like, even Sayoko's own memories are not always in like this one. It's in third person, right? So it wouldn't really make sense for it to be hers, but
Yes.
this is my memory. It's one of my work at JC Valley. Yeah, you can't really mess up. This game apparently does not have any game over screens.
Ashley.
Just one more. Delete my last remaining memory.
Mom.
She didn't have very many memories. She remembered her marriage, having a child, and then the dad at JC Valley. Surely there was a life before then, right? See, this one's also in third person, or the view is in third person. They didn't even say what that memory was.
You're safe now, Ashley. You'll keep your memories. Thank you, Mom. You saved me. I'm so relieved.
Eat that, Ryan.
What was that?
Kind of sad, though. Like, if we just kept her memories
My memory.
in the pendant, we could have just talked to her whatever we
Ashley.
wanted, right?
Go. Your father is waiting for you.
It's a little anticlimactic, though, I will say.
You again. No tears now. Remember this. A person will experience two deaths. The first is when their soul leaves their body. And the second is when the memories of that person fade from everyone's hearts. As long as you keep me in your heart, I'll be with you forever.
Aw, good, they got to hug.
Ashley. Protect our daughter, Richard.
Time to punch Ryan in his astral projected face.
Sayoko.
Joke's on you, psych!
I've missed you. Sayoko?
Psych,
No.
Yoko.
Ashley.
Yeah, hit him with the Control-Alt-Delete.
My mom is gone.
Sayoko's gone?
She used the RAS to protect me.
Don't tell him how you did it.
The what?
It can control the another. My mom made it for me.
Upload him to Twitter and watch him get torn apart.
It can erase memories.
Hey Ryan, have you ever wanted to know what it's like to be cancelled?
And you use this device on Sayoko's?
Yes. I erased the memories you were trying to write onto me.
If Sayoko made that and left it for you, then...
I spoke to her in my memories. She said you were trying to revive her in my body. And that she wouldn't let you.
She wouldn't let me. I understand, Sayoko. I see now that I was wrong.
What? He just immediately is like, well, I guess I was wrong.
I just wanted to see you. More than anything.
Okay, but if you had her memories, you could have just seen her using the another without needing to revive her in someone's body, and now you just deleted her, so it's your own fault. You have no one else to blame but yourself.
So my efforts were all for nothing.
Okay, who are you, though?
Ryan, please, tell me. What would make you do that?
You'd never understand.
What?
This is the end. Sooner or later, you'll forget me.
Huh?
What's up with his weird mind control abilities? What?
Ryan?
Ashley!
Dad!
Are you alright?
Mom saved me. She had me use the RAS. She told me to erase her memories.
Huh. Why would she do that?
Where's Ryan? He's the one who brought me here. He used the another.
They better explain the whole Ryan thing and not just leave it as a loose end.
Ryan?
I know that they planned to make a third game and they didn't. And then I know that people said there were loose ends from this game.
He was just here. Where'd he go?
That's a pretty big loose end, though.
It's alright, Ashley. We're the only ones here.
Really?
Ryan was lying.
We didn't see anyone else. Just you.
But he was here.
He was here and he had like voodoo magic eyes.
We were just talking. Where'd he go? Dad, who is Ryan? Really?
Well...
Ashley, Richard. There's something I want to show you. Let's go to my office.
Oh, good. I was like, do I have to walk there myself? Oh, okay. Okay, Richard's with me, so I can't talk to him.
Look at this photo.
He was Judd's son.
Looks pretty old.
That's Judd on the right, but who's that boy?
That's Judd's son, Ryan.
Ryan? He looks just like the guy I met.
Then does this mean that the man Ashley met is Judd's son, all grown up?
It must. How else would he have known about the secret lab? And the prototype another?
No, it's impossible.
Ryan is dead.
The Ryan in this photograph died 15 years ago.
No way.
Ryan was Judd's only son. His mother died when he was young.
Zombie Ryan.
They were out on a walk. There was a reckless driver. She saved his life. Ryan withdrew into himself after witnessing his mother's death. He stopped expressing himself, and then he stopped speaking entirely.
Oh.
So, 15 years ago, Judd made a decision.
He digitized him.
He would do anything to get his son back. The Another was still just a prototype at the time, but he wanted to use it on Ryan to erase memories of his mother and her death.
Judd experimented on his own son?
He ended up in Digimon.
Yes. The experiment was conducted in total secrecy. Only Sayoko and I were there to witness it.
Right, he did say that his mother died and he like went through some kind of experiment or something, and then Sayoko was always by his bedside.
Rex, this experiment is dangerous.
I know, but Judd is obsessed.
The memory of that tragedy took you from me. But I know I can use the Another somehow. I will bring you back. Ryan!
Judd's
Got
son,
sucked into the
Ryan,
machine.
was the first test subject of the prototype Another, and it killed him. But his memories were not lost. That was the first practical use of liquid memory storage. His memories had been backed up before deletion. Ryan was gone.
And all Judd had left of him was his memory data, stored in liquid form.
I had no idea about any of this.
The experiment was strictly confidential by Judd's orders,
Ryan is like soup now? I mean, I guess.
and with Judd and Sayoko gone, I was the only one who knew what happened. I always thought I would take these secrets to my grave, but you two deserve to know. I needed to tell you Judd's secret and Sayoko's truth.
Hey, Circuit Scars, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for following me. Welcome, welcome.
What did you mean by Judd's secret?
5 years ago, Judd died in the lab. Afterward, I was organizing his research papers. Most of them were retained by JC Valley. But there's one file I decided to keep private. It's here on this computer.
Report, mass simultaneous memory rewrite experiment. The following is a record of an experiment using the Another installed in JC Valley's security system capable of remote control. The purpose of the experiment was to attempt to rewrite the short-term memory of a large amount of subjects via surveillance cameras. The experiment determined they were being brainwashed.
He built a remote-controlled Another?
Judd conducted an experiment that crossed a terrible line.
So they like leak a bunch of liquid memory into the lake so people drink it and get those memories too?
In order to protect JC Valley and to continue his research, he came up with a way to shift the blame of the lake pollution, which was caused by an overflow of liquid memory. He blamed it on Crusoe Resort. He manipulated residents' memories, planted thoughts in their heads.
This is like some Persona level stuff too.
Planted thoughts. That must have been what Charlotte was talking about. She said something strange happened 5 years ago. Everyone started blaming Crusoe Resort overnight. The Another was used to cover it up? Dad, is it okay to use it like this? No way, right?
I'm sorry. It was my foolish decision to cover this up. I wanted to protect JC Valley's and Judd's reputations.
Rex, do you think that Judd's experimental system is related to Ashley meeting Ryan?
Judd approached Sayoko at JC Valley 13 years ago.
She wanted to go back to her family, but he told her it would be a waste of her brilliance.
He told her to come back to work. Otherwise, she knew too much. But Sayoko refused. She had made up her mind. Judd offered a condition for her leaving, which Sayoko accepted.
To erase her memories of the Another project?
Wait. So, Bill said that he shot Sayoko because she betrayed them, or she betrayed JC Valley. But if Bill was... I mean, I guess at the time, Bill must not have been working with Ryan, because Ryan wants to meet Sayoko again, so he would not want her killed.
Yes, I'm sure Sayoko realized how angry Judd was. She knew that if she refused, she wouldn't be able to keep her family safe.
I had no idea.
We used the prototype Another to erase Sayoko's memories. And Judd ordered me to serve as the operator. It was I who extracted and erased Sayoko's memories. She was in a daze once it was all over. She was crying. She looked at me and said, "I've lost something important."
I remember Mom crying. She was sad because she lost her memories of her research?
No, she lost more than memories of her research. She lost memories of you.
Oh no.
When I saw her tears, I made a decision then and there. I took Sayoko's liquid memory backup and stored it in that pendant. She was waiting in the clock tower when I gave it to her. She cherished the memories in that pendant more than anything in her life. Memories of you.
But then after Sayoko died, they
calling?
They used Another to erase some of Ashley's memories of Sayoko's death, but they didn't know about the prototype Another, or at least Richard didn't, and Richard didn't finish building his Another yet at the time either. So, like, what did they use then? Unless his was operational, I guess, but he wouldn't want to risk that. It might have killed her. I guess we're just gonna overlook that. The mystery around Ryan is related to Judd's experiment.
Ashley?
Ashley, would you mind answering that? Fine, I'll do everything around here, come on. There's another?
Ashley, you're safe.
I'm fine.
What a relief. Are you with the director and Dr. Robbins?
Ian, Gina, what happened?
We've secured Sophia and have control of the security system. Gina helped get it up and running.
Hey Candace, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by today. Oh, and Circuit Scars, thank you so much for following me and being a Froggy friend. Welcome, welcome.
We can contact the outside now. We're going to call the police.
Wait, Ian. There's something I want you to look into first. Are the security cameras working?
No, they've been down for a while now. I was getting nervous, not being able to find you guys. I'm looking into the outage, but haven't been able to figure out what's causing it.
Can you access security camera footage?
Yeah, why?
Ashley, do you remember where you saw Ryan?
Yeah. I first saw him at the campsite, then at his cottage. Then he found me at the Crusoe Resort offices.
Did you get that, Ian? Check the footage from where Ashley just mentioned. I want to see all the footage of her.
Copy that.
Yeah, she said he met me at his cottage, but they wouldn't know where his cottage is because it's actually not his cottage.
Dad, what are you trying to figure out here?
Well, you'll know soon enough.
Found it, Dr. Robbins. I'll send the footage through.
There's no one there.
He's not there. But why, Dad? What's going on?
So they said that they can use the security cameras to control people's memories. So he's not so much a projection as he was like a direct beam of information from the security camera into her brain or something like that.
You remember speaking with Ryan, yet he's not in the footage. Which means...
He's a ghost! A technological ghost!
This Ryan is some sort of construct built by the Another. And Judd's remote-controlled Another was temporarily overwriting her memories. Do you concur?
I do.
A construct? So Ryan was a false memory.
He's a technogeist! Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. He's a technogeist.
That the Another implanted in me?
That's right.
I can't believe it. He seemed so real.
So Rex, Ryan's physical form is undoubtedly a construct.
But he also has, well, I guess that's his, like, when he, like, hypnotizes you, that's just the Another overwriting your memories.
But a construct with an established personality. What's more, it intentionally sought out Ashley. The personality is that of Ryan, who died 15 years ago. Which means... I mean, this may sound absurd, but it seems as if Ryan's memory data has continued to live all this time.
Mom was alive. That's how I was able to talk to her. Mom was alive all along. Inside memories converted to data.
Dr. Robbins,
What is it, Gina?
one of the security cameras just came back online.
Which camera?
The one watching the island and the lake.
Show us the feed.
Got it.
A grave? Whose grave is that?
Right, we saw Sayoko standing in front of that grave.
It's Ryan's. He was buried there 15 years ago.
What's the matter, Ashley?
Mom took me to that grave.
What?
She touched it and said something. Dad, take me to that island. I want to remember what she said. Going there is my best shot.
I don't know.
I need to remember, Dad. If I do, maybe we'll find out why Ryan appeared only to me. And why he wanted to bring Mom back. What his goal really was.
All right. Let's go. Sayoko, what's your connection to Ryan? Help me understand who he really is.
Okay, I mean, it sounds like he sees her as like a mother figure. He probably sees her as like a replacement to his own mom or something like that. Oh, right, it's like nighttime now.
This is our first time on a boat together, huh?
I suppose it is.
You couldn't have taken a motorboat.
How'd you get so good at rowing?
Sometimes I'll row when I go fishing with Bob and Rex. It'll be dawn soon. How are you holding up?
It's been a busy day, but I'm alright. What about you?
Resident Evil 4 Del Lago boss fight.
Oh, I'm used to all-nighters. I'm tougher than I look, you know.
I mean, we do have Ashley. I mean, she wasn't there during the
Where's
Del Lago
Ryan's
fight,
grave?
but...
That way. Let's hurry.
I think there was still a usable boat at the boathouse. Ryan's waiting for me. Let's go. I like how there's like one single security camera out here in the middle of nowhere. Nice spot though.
What is this place?
It's the Lake Spring. Not many people know about it. According to Dan, it's the source of Lake Juliet.
It all comes from here?
Yep. The whole lake wells out from this one point. It's also responsible for keeping it clean. Lake Juliet's been polluted a number of times, but the spring always restores its waters.
So even the current pollution will be cleaned up soon?
I mean, you say that, but it's been being polluted slowly over 5 years.
As long as the spring holds out.
That must be why Judd chose to put Ryan's grave here. The spring restores it all. Pretty.
What a beautiful spring. This is the source of Lake Juliet. Wouldn't the grave get waterlogged? Probably. Ryan's body has just been slowly drowning. And probably really stanky too.
This is Ryan's grave.
So your mom brought you here 13 years ago.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. His body is like right next to the source of the lake, getting all rotted and stanky. Now the whole lake is just Ryan's Super Ryan T.
I think this will be the last time I come here, Ryan. Judd left his most precious possession with you. So I'll leave mine here too.
I remember what she said.
Wait, what was Judd's possession he left?
She said Judd
Security
left his
camera?
most precious possession here.
Let's take a look around.
Oh, we're gonna find it. There's an inscription on the gravestone. Ryan Fitzgerald, 1980 to 1992.
Ryan was only 12 when he died. I've seen this before.
Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
Dad,
What is it?
Check it out. Ryan's mom gave him this kaleidoscope. He told me when we were talking at the cottage, he said he had to undergo treatments as a kid. That's when he would give it to Mom for safekeeping.
Undergoing treatment must have been what Judd called erasing his memories.
And because of that, Ryan died. Mom must have come here to return it. That's why she was here 13 years ago.
There's a cherry blossom design at the top of the gravestone. This looks like kind of like the Tokugawa family crest.
What's this?
Is it Tokugawa? I think so. Stone tiles engraved with letters are lined up on the gravestone.
What's this say?
Born an angel, you make me whole. Gone too soon, you leave me hollow.
Judd dedicated this message to his son. Huh?
What's up?
It looks like there's some sort of trick to this gravestone.
They look like Scrabble letters.
Are the stone tiles some sort of key?
A key? Ah.
This cherry blossom design was on the grave too. Am I supposed to be getting like a secret message from this?
Huh.
The design changes when rotated. Oh. Oh. Spell love?
Oh.
Pattern makes a word. Yeah, it's a codex. Like when I first saw this thing, I was like, it looks like that thing from the Da Vinci Code. But I don't see anything different. The word in this pattern is... The stone tiles engraved with letters. On the third twilight, those who remain shall praise my noble name. Am I supposed to spell the word love? Well, maybe I'm supposed to take out the L's and the O's and the V's?
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, can I unpush this? Oh, I guess not.
Huh?
Okay. So it doesn't really matter which ones I use. Oh!
It opened. Dad, check it out. There's a picture inside. Look at his smile.
Well, I thought it was another locket filled with memory liquid.
He looks so happy.
I never would have guessed. Judd stole Sayoko's memories, and yet... what he cherished the most was the memory of his child.
Hey, Ryan.
Dad?
Oh no, is he gonna speak to us through Dad?
Hello,
Kinda weird.
Ashley.
Oh, he just turned him off.
Ryan!
You still remember me?
Of course I do.
When you and I met in the another room, I attempted to delete the memory data you have of me. But it seems I never gained full access to your hippocampus.
What did you do to my dad?
I have suspended his consciousness. It is only temporary. He will not perish. He is not required for our current discourse.
I think I finally understand, Ryan. You used the another through security cameras. It's how you made me see you.
That's correct. What you see right now is only in your mind. This image is temporarily ingrained in your memory. I am currently manipulating your perception.
You took advantage of Sophia in the same way. But I'm not like her. I won't let you do whatever you want.
Interesting.
I mean, he's already failed at his objective, so what does he want now?
Sayoko said the same thing to Judd.
Your life's work is to complete the another. I will not allow you to squander your brilliance.
Yeah, I'm currently gaslighting you. That's basically what it is.
Foolish as family. I forbid it. Get back to work this instant. That's an order!
Wow, Jed was a big
Another
hypocrite.
is more than your precious research. I will not allow myself to be used.
He valued his family over everything,
Your
but
eyes
wanted
look so
Sayoko
much
to
like
toss hers.
Sayoko's did back then. Ashley, why are you here? I don't understand.
I thought coming here would help me figure everything out.
I'm desecrating your grave.
What do you mean by everything?
You're the one who brought me here by turning on just the security camera.
My mom came to this island 13 years ago. I thought if I could remember that moment, it would all fall into place.
At least Richard's finally getting the nap that he deserves.
I would understand why she came to Lake Juliet. Why the memory of my mother knew about you. Why you appeared to me and tried to revive her.
I see.
I want to know.
Richard's finally on his chocolate crash with his sugar rush.
I want to know the truth about you.
A drive for knowledge. I have always felt that too. Why was I born? What is my purpose?
Ryan, you're 12.
What are you talking about?
I've never encountered someone like you. Someone who wished to know me. I understand. I will tell you the truth. Here lies Ryan Fitzgerald. And because he existed, I now exist. Judd's son, the Another's first ever test subject. Ryan lost his mother at a young age. This left a deep wound on his heart. He closed himself off, no longer allowing himself to feel.
You know, Judd kind of looks like Kinzo as well.
Judd wanted to heal that wound, thereby restoring his son's emotions. He attempted to do this with the Another, which was still just a prototype at the time. However, the experiment failed. Ryan was left paralyzed and later died. Ryan's memories were extracted during that experiment. They were recorded to liquid memory and stored in a tank in JC Valley's basement storage. And that tank containing liquid memory is where I was born. The first human to notice was your mother.
There's no mistaking. The stored memory data is changing. The liquid memory is producing new episodic recollections on its own?
I don't know how it happened. Sayoko referred to me as a conscious life form, born from Ryan's memory data.
Born from memory data?
The first thing I remember is the feeling of swimming through a sea of memories. The human memory is truly a fascinating thing. It starts with sense, and then there is information. And beyond that, knowledge.
I like how there's like whale calls in the background.
Each memory has a different emotion. Longing, loneliness, fear, regret, happiness. I am proof that Ryan was alive. I read his memory and I learned, and I slowly grew.
My mom never told Judd about you?
She reported her findings, but Judd quickly dismissed them. He said that self-propagation of memory data is impossible. He was exactly the person Ryan's memory made him out to be. A genius scientist, willing to do anything to further his research. Even sacrifice his own family. Self-righteous, refusing to hear anyone else's opinion. Unlike Sayoko, he never tried to understand me. Once she left, Judd would glance at the tank every so often, and then one day, he started talking to it. He said,
I'll find a way to revive you, Ryan.
He continued developing the Another alone. He also started a new experiment. An experiment to overwrite memories using the Another. Judd began writing Ryan's memory data onto other subjects. It was his attempt to revive his son. Carrying out these experiments required him to create many copies of Ryan's data.
See, like he said, Judd was a man who wanted to sacrifice his family just to further his own research, but he was doing his research to save his family. So that just contradicts what he just said. I mean, he wasn't going about it the right way or ethically, but
he extracted his test subjects' memories and accumulated them all into liquid memory.
Was his experiment successful?
It was not. It was impossible to complete the Another without Sayoko. The ability to overwrite memory never came to fruition. He abandoned its development and sealed up the lab housing the Another. And then, 6 years ago, a terrible storm tore through Lake Juliet.
You got Frankensteined?
JC Valley lost power and the building was destroyed.
By a lightning bolt?
The tanks storing liquid memory were damaged.
Oh no, this is where the leak happened, right? This is the pollution.
They leaked into the lake. This was liquid memory that contained not only Ryan's memories, but many others. It became one with the water. So in a way, it felt like this lake had become my brain. Over time, I was able to access JC Valley's network. This, in turn, allowed me access to all sorts of information. That's when I learned of Sayoko's murder. I learned a lot from Judd's computer, including that it was Bill who killed Sayoko, and that whoever he was working for was connected to Judd.
So Bill was not working for you.
What?
How could you? Why did you murder Sayoko?
From the very start, the Another project was conducted in secret. Sayoko and I were handpicked by the lab's head to carry the project forward. You were just a researcher, a useful tool. We started making real progress. But then Sayoko betrayed us. You two stole our research, hid it in your home. So I gave Sayoko one more chance that night. I told her to return the research and return to the fold.
I see. So if Mom knew all this, is that why she tried to protect the Another?
Ashley, it wasn't until I learned of Sayoko's death that I finally understood. The sorts of moments that can produce such strong emotions. I had never felt more. And yet, at that moment, all I felt was sadness. And all I wanted was to ask Judd, why did Sayoko have to die?
Did you ever meet Judd?
I did. He was in the process of developing the remote Another at the time. I infiltrated the system to gain access to him.
What are you?
Judd looked both surprised and confused when I appeared before him. He reached out to see if I was real, but he couldn't touch me, so he simply stared at me for a long while. And then I asked him, why did Sayoko have to die? He remained silent. He simply looked at me with an expression I couldn't interpret. So I asked him once more, why did Sayoko, the only person who knew me, have to die? He didn't answer my question. Instead, he muttered my name.
Ryan.
At last, he understood the nature of my existence. He looked at me with eyes that had grown old, and he trembled. What emotion do you suppose he was expressing?
Judd died, right? After learning about you?
Yes. Both Sayoko and Judd were gone, so no one else in the world knew of my existence. And yet, I continued to exist in this lake.
That sounds so lonely.
All this time, my mind was occupied with a single thought. Why do I exist? But I couldn't find an answer. After a while, I grew interested in the Another left behind by Sayoko and Judd. I wanted to complete it. I was the one Bill sent the Another's source code to.
No way.
Using that data, I was able to complete the prototype Another.
But why?
It was simply a task to prove I exist. I didn't have a specific goal beyond that. Dr. Robbins came to JC Valley. He started investigating things no one had looked into before. Do you know why he came here? Did he tell you?
I didn't know at first. But I do now.
Oh. Oh, right, this was like at the end of the first game where they gave me like one question to answer. Richard, meanwhile, is like snoozing over there.
I need to find out why she was here. Because if I do, I think it will reveal the truth behind her death.
My dad wanted to know why my mom came here. Ryan, we had no idea. We didn't know her memory data was inside her pendant.
I see.
But how did you know? How did you know about the pendant?
I was monitoring Rex's computer. He kept a journal on it. He wrote about hiring your father. He wrote, "Should I tell Richard about Sayoko's pendant?" When Dr. Robbins came to JC Valley, he was still seeking the truth of what happened to Sayoko. He found the data that Bill had sent. That's when he started piecing together the secrets around the Another and the secret lab. He began looking into the lake pollution too. He was close to figuring out that the pollution was liquid memory. It was around then I started to feel cornered. After all, the substance polluting the lake is me. I don't have much time left. I've come to understand this. If the lake is purified, cleansing itself of the liquid memory, I will disappear.
So you're like the entire lake's liquid memory. You're not just like a single liquid memory that propagated that we could like save or something.
In other words,
I mean, someone was bound to come by and try cleaning up the lake eventually. It's been sitting there polluted for 5 years. How do the people around here live like with the water supply? Like where do they get their water from? I'm so confused about that. How come no one looked into trying to like what substance was in the lake this whole time?
I will die.
Yeah, we can't just keep him in a bottle or something.
Oh no.
Like, I understand the logic of this, but if you think too much about it, it starts to make less sense, but whatever.
That's when Dr. Robbins invited you here. When you arrived at the campsite, you were wearing Sayoko's pendant. I wanted to see her, just one last time.
So I decided to erase you in the process, Ashley.
That pendant contains memories of Sayoko.
Wait, but he told Sophia to tell Matthew to steal my bag. Even before I came to the campsite, he knew that I had the necklace.
And I'm sure they remember me. That's why I tried to use the another and you. Sayoko's daughter. I wanted to revive her. But the RAS was her way of preventing that. She showed me the error of my ways. Using the another to prove my existence was wrong.
I mean, at least we didn't even have to prove to him that what he was doing was wrong. He just immediately realized it. After it failed, he was like, "Well, actually, I know I was wrong the whole time."
I know that now. That's
We're done
it.
talking yet?
That's everything. I wanted you to know.
Like, this is interesting, but I'm kind of falling asleep here.
This is my truth.
Ryan? What's happening to you? Wait, are you trying to erase my memories of you?
You
Yeah, Kiro's starting to pull at Richard.
will forget me.
No, Ryan! That's... Ryan, look! Look at this!
You know, Ryan's influencing me now, putting me to sleep. Here, Ryan, I'll download you into my bracelet.
It's a message from my mom! When you tried to write my mom's memories onto me, she told me something. She said a person can live forever as long as someone remembers them.
Sayoko.
Thank you, Ryan. Because you remember her, my mom lives on. And thanks to that, I got to see her.
I mean, Richard still remembers her too.
Ashley, will you remember me? Even if I disappear.
Yes. I won't forget the person Mom discovered. I'll remember you forever.
Please. Show me the RAS again. Thank you, Sayoko. I can finally be at peace.
Ashley?
Dad, Ryan disappeared. He touched the RAS and now he's gone.
What?
Richard's got magnificent balance.
He told me about Mom
Sleeps standing like that.
and why he appeared to me.
What did he say? Tell me everything.
After that, Dad and I took the boat back to JC Valley. He took me to his lab and I took a nap on his cot. He and Rex had a long conversation. Dad was with me when I woke up. He told me it's time to go home. We didn't talk much on the walk back to the cottage. We didn't need to tell each other what we were thinking. We just knew. We were thinking about Mom.
Every time you hear JC Valley,
you too.
you hear Jesus Christ Valley.
I had a funny feeling after our phone call yesterday.
Oh, Jessica actually appears in person. I thought she'd just be like an off-screen character for this
I
game.
got worried, so I came to make sure everything was all right. Only to find you two were out all night?
Well, it's just that, so much happened, and...
Oh, she
For
looks
real,
nice.
Jessica, it was a lot.
Nice dress.
Well, go on.
Oh, the rats finally came off her wrist.
It's all my fault. I got Ashley mixed up in a big mess.
Don't listen to him. It was my idea to go to that island. Dad kept me safe, Jessica.
And it's all thanks to Ashley that we learned about Sayoko.
At least you two are getting along.
Huh?
Aren't you glad you agreed to the trip?
Yeah.
Actually,
I have so much to tell you, Jessica.
I can't wait to hear it all. When does the bus home arrive?
We still have a little time. I'm gonna go say bye to everyone.
Oh, do I actually have to go around and talk to everyone myself?
Oh, one more thing.
Like, I would like an epilogue with everyone, but I don't want to have to manually go around and talk to them myself.
Can you return the keycard to the guest house? I've already checked us out.
Sure thing.
Well, there weren't any extra charges, so it was quick.
Maybe I should grab some sodas.
Oh right, I heard in the original game you could actually go around and actually, like, at the beginning of the game when Tommy's like, oh, you could buy stuff in here, just use the card. You can actually go around and, like, buy a bunch of stuff that serves no purpose in the game other than racking up a bill for him. I wonder if that changes, like, the text for the ending. That I didn't buy anything. I don't even know if I had the option of doing that in this game.
But there were drinks at the campsite.
Were there?
If I want a souvenir, I'll ask you to pick it up later.
I bought some salmon burgers.
It'll give you a reason to come home.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay.
Be careful.
Stay safe. Epilogue, Richard files for bankruptcy.
Go on.
Go say bye to everyone. I'll be waiting at the bus stop. Okay, so the original game had 8 chapters, and then there was a 9th chapter that was called the final chapter. So I guess in this game we're on the final chapter now, but there's no title card for it. Maybe.
Stay safe, Ashley.
Yeah, Richard be like, we racked up quite a tab, so I'm gonna have to leave you again.
I'll see you then.
You're not even gonna walk me to the bus stop yourself? She looks so empty without the pendant hanging from her necklace there. A bit early for the bus. It'd be nice to see everyone one more time before I go. Oh my gosh, there's probably so much information here. Do I get to see Sophia in the epilogue? Just called the Big Deal Band Contest. Capital letter B, capital letter D. Now I'm really curious what story changes they made to this game from the original version of Journey into Lost Memories. Why did Dan's message get updated? I haven't seen him since like the beginning of the game. Dan's still out looking for Matthew. He wasn't caught up with all the news. He became a memory ghost.
Hi, Ashley. Are you heading home?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
No, I should be thanking you.
I've got my work cut out for me. First, we need to seal up the files on the Another and clean the lake.
And of course, we'll compensate the community for the pollution. I imagine there's more paperwork than research on the horizon.
Sounds tough.
All in a day's work for a director. One more thing. I'm sorry to keep your father here. We'll need him to help rebuild JC Valley.
I get it. I'll cheer him on while he does what he does best. I'm sure that's what Mom would have wanted. Just take care of him, okay?
Thank you, Ashley. Oh, and I hear you and Elizabeth have started getting along. Thanks for that, too. It's too bad she isn't here to say goodbye. I wonder where she is. I think Janet's hanging out at Bob's place, but... well, at any rate, take care of yourself. Come and visit anytime.
I'll be back, for sure.
Do I get to hear I was kind of hoping there'd be a big, like the Somnium Files musical dance number at the end. With, like, the band contest and everything. Maybe that's all of Chapter 9, it's just a big dance-off. Oh, Janet's just by herself.
Hey, what's up?
I'm about to catch my bus home.
What? No way! I was looking forward to hanging out. I guess you'll just have to come back soon.
I definitely will.
Elizabeth said she's gonna come back to practice.
That's great.
I didn't think Tommy or I got through to her, but then... boom! Mine changed! Don't suppose you had anything to do with that?
Nah, not really. I just cleared the air a little. And I think we may be friends now?
Friends with Miss Moody? Impressive. Which means I must be pretty impressive too, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Bye!
See ya. Later. Thanks.
I want a salmon burger.
Well, if it isn't Miss Ashley.
Hi, Bob. I'm on my way home.
Aw, what a shame. Safe travels. And don't be a stranger, you hear?
Oh, I'm definitely stopping by whenever I visit my dad.
Looking forward to it. Your friends will miss you, but the salmon rice burger will miss you even more.
But my wallet will miss you even more because you're not paying me for the salmon burgers.
I'll be dreaming of that burger.
And I'll make sure the tab goes to Doc
My
Robbins it
dad.
is. Ashley.
The salmon rice burger will be waiting for you along with your new friends.
Last time I was here...
Hold it right there.
Charlotte!
Why'd you have to come out so ominously?
Did you find Matthew?
Yeah. He remembered everything. He figured out where his dad is too, so he went to see him.
Okay, so I thought that maybe there was like a time skip between coming home. Well, I guess no, because Jessica was like, you guys are out all night. So that means like Ashley's already going back. She's only been here for like just over a day. Because she hasn't talked to Charlotte since either, so that's why she's asking what happened to Matthew. Yet everyone's acting like they're like Ashley's best friends now.
Is that so? I'm glad. It seems this meddlesome young lady was helpful after all.
Oh, harsh. Here I thought you might be about to thank me. You're sure in a good mood. Did something happen?
Huh? Oh, nothing major. I'm just going to have a visitor soon is all.
Oh, who's coming?
I called my daughter, and she started crying on the phone, poor thing. She's visiting today. Honestly, shouldn't she have just told me before running off and eloping?
Her daughter must not have gone very far if she can come visit the next day.
Aw, come on, Charlotte. Just be happy to see your daughter.
I mean, in fact, like, she only phoned her, like, after 6 o'clock the previous day, so...
You're about to meet your grandchild for the first time.
Yeah, and she hasn't visited in, like, however many years. Like, 5 years or something.
Did you say something, dear?
No, nothing. I'm heading home after this.
Oh, I see. My garden will be thankful for the reduced foot traffic.
I only went there
Are you
once.
sure you aren't actually sad? Maybe even just a little?
Visit Lake Juliet again. Okay, Ashley?
I'll be back for sure, Charlotte. Take care.
Maybe she's the secret receptionist of JCPenney.
Here you go.
Alright, hurry along now before you miss your bus. Nothing else for me to do under there. We'll make it to the bus in time if I head all the way down there. Okay, fair enough. I'm sure we'll say goodbye to Princess too. I just gotta figure out where they are. Well, Rex said that he doesn't know where Elizabeth is, so I don't think she's inside her house. Okay. They're probably, like, down by the campground. I can't go in this here either.
I knew it.
Is everything I saw in this cottage some sort of illusion?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Hey there, Ashley.
Hi, Dan.
You've always got a cheerful greeting for me.
I'm just about to head home.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry I couldn't track down your bag.
Oh, I should have told you. I actually found it.
Poor Ban's been looking for my bag this whole time.
Did you know? Well, that's good news.
By the way, about that runaway?
You mean Matthew? Oh, that's all taken care of. His uncle got in touch with me. Sounds like Matthew made it to his dad safe and sound.
That's great news.
Your efforts really helped save him, Ashley. Thank you.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
You know, there's something I'd like you to consider.
Become a park ranger?
Have you ever thought about becoming a forest ranger? You're a natural protector.
You've only known me for one day.
What? I'll give it some thought later, okay?
I'll be waiting to hear back.
See you later.
Hey, Cat Times! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by and following me. Welcome, welcome.
See you later.
Be sure to visit Lake Juliet again sometime. Good kids like you are always welcome. Yeah, there's probably nothing at the photographer shack. Probably nothing at the clock tower.
Hey, Gina!
Oh, Ashley. I was out for my first stroll in a while, hoping I'd run into you before you headed home. The director told me about the remote and other.
Yeah. Crazy, huh?
So much has happened. You must be exhausted.
Nah, I'm fine. But what about you? Are your injuries all right?
Oh, that was nothing major. I'm stronger than I look, you know?
Gina, you are a real trooper.
I had a feeling. Thanks, Gina. I was able to hang on because you were there with me.
Come hang out again soon, okay? I'll be here enjoying the view. And working with the director and Dr. Robbins, of course. We're going to continue our research in ways that will really help people.
Take care of my dad for me.
Leave him to me.
I'll see you next time. Tell Ian I said bye too.
You got it. Take care, Ashley. Take care.
Okay, we'll keep going this way, and if by the time we get near the bus stop, if we haven't found everyone, then I have to go back and check out some of those areas I skipped. But I'm pretty sure no one's going to be at the abandoned shack, or at the boathouse, or the clock tower, or the photographer shack. Oh, hello. Princess.
Going somewhere, Ashley?
Yeah, the bus stop. I'm heading home.
Already? That's too bad. I heard things got crazy at JC Valley. My dad told me about it.
Yeah, things got a little crazy.
I heard about Sophia, too. It was hard for Dad to talk about, but he told me everything.
I'm glad you talked with him.
How are things with your dad?
Better. I mean, there's still a lot I don't get, but better.
Dad's right. One other thing. I'm sorry for being so rude to Matthew. I didn't know the truth, and I said some pretty mean things.
If it's bothering you, why don't you send him a message? I'm sure Dan has his contact info.
Yeah, good idea. Honesty is the way to go, right?
Yeah. And text me while you're at it.
Oh, please. As if I'd ever do that.
What?
I'll just have to see you at the band contest.
I guess you're right.
I have a song that only I can sing.
And I never got to hear it.
I can't wait.
What was that awkward
I'll
pause?
see you there. Later.
You bet.
But Princess didn't say anything. I guess the next time I see you will be at the contest.
Of course.
Guess so. We still never figured out why Princess was randomly wandering around the area. Like, Princess was supposed to be with Elizabeth's mom, and she moved away to who knows where.
Be good to Elizabeth, okay?
They just never explained why Princess is even here. Wait, I have no reason to visit the campsite. Well, okay, we're missing Ian. Tommy's probably at the guest house. I'm probably gonna run into Matthew and John, or whatever his real name is. Actually, I'll make an extra save just in case. Where's Ian?
No slacking off today, right?
Hey now, no one works harder than me.
That's your line, huh?
Your dad already checked out. Now I just need the keycard.
Here you go.
Seems like you had a pretty eventful vacation.
Not wrong. But I think it'll be a good memory.
Glad to hear it. At the end of the day, I really like this place. I'm glad what went down didn't ruin it for you.
You're not so bad, Tommy.
Just figuring that out? Well, once you return the keycard, you won't be able to get back in. Have you said all your goodbyes?
Oh, no?
Thanks for reminding me. I'm not quite done.
Then you better get at it.
I thought maybe like
time before the bus gets here.
I thought maybe Matthew and them would be waiting for me at the bus stop. Will you like the face on the beef jerky bag in the background?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I guess I should go check out those areas then. Yeah, it's like a Daruma doll on that beef jerky. Where's Ian? I guess I can go this way without returning the keycard.
Ah.
Because I expect Matthew to be the final goodbye, but... And he's probably with John Smith, but then where's Ian? I mean, Ian was working with John Smith, but I wouldn't expect to see him with him for the finale. I thought he'd be at the campsite, but... But man, I just kind of want to wrap this up.
Oops.
Oh. Okay, so she won't let me go that way. Okay. Maybe I did say all my goodbyes. Nothing for me to do in there. I didn't miss him, right? He's not out here somewhere, is he? Oh, okay. I guess I can't go to any of these places. Well, maybe he's by the mermaid statue. Did I get my bottle full of Lake Ryan? Take a little souvenir. Not here either. Okay. Wait, can I get into... I know I can't take the bridge back to JC Valley, but can I just walk there through the front gate? Maybe that's where they are. Oh, well, okay, now, okay. I guess they must be near the bus stop then. Okay, well, I just walked back for no reason. Well, I made an extra save file just in case. It's just kind of deceptive, because Tommy's like, are you sure you're done everything? Are you sure you want to return it? You won't be able to get back. So it sounds very, like, final. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna see them at the bus stop.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're officially checked out.
What's up?
I get to say bye to someone? Oh, I can re-borrow it from him.
Nuh-uh.
Be careful.
Well, you made it sound so final, Tommy.
Ashley. Keep on rocking. I'll see you at the band contest.
See you there.
Okay, you guys better be waiting for me at the bus stop. I mean, there's no way they'd make me miss Matthew, but what are the other two? Well, there's Jessica. Wait. I mean, I don't think there's any full guides for this game, but I wonder if the original game could tell me. There's only like one guide for this game too. Okay, this is completely different. Like the ending of this game, or like the ending sequence of what you do at the end of this game is completely different. Well, okay, I guess this is the end. If I find something different, I'll add it to the VOD, but...
Ashley.
Bus will be here any minute.
If I may.
Did you forget anything, Ashley? I mean, it really sounds like I'm missing someone. I don't want to watch someone else's playthrough on YouTube, but it looks like that's the only way I can check. Let's quickly scroll through this. What? This person doesn't even talk to Bob or Janet or Charlotte. They just go straight past Rex to Elizabeth, to Gina, to Dan, Gina. Wait, no, Dan's not there for them. No, they walk right past Dan. They walk right past Gina. They walk right past Elizabeth. They return the keycard, and then they just leave. What? What about this? Is this a different person's ending? Okay, this person talks to... Okay, they talk to Rex. They talk to Bob. They talk to Janet. They talk to Charlotte. They talk to Dan. Talk to Gina. Talk to Elizabeth. Tommy. And then Jessica. So you don't get to see Matthew, Ian, or John Smith or whatever at all? I find that really hard to believe. And I don't think it's a thing where like they only appear based on certain like criteria. I guess that's it. That's so weird. I guess Gina kind of implied that Ian's not here right now, but it's just kind of weird. Especially not to see Matthew. I mean, I know he went to go visit his dad, but like, surely he's like the second main character. So, for him to not appear at all is just kind of weird. And Greg, that was the name, Greg. Okay.
Ashley, if I may.
Okay, well I made an extra save file just in case, so it's just very weird. Like, does this count as my last scene with Matthew? Just her remembering him?
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad. But on that day, I reunited with my dad, and the rest became a memory I'll never forget. 2 years passed. I turned 16. I went to see Dad, and the trip started off pretty bad. So much happened in just a single day. But it became another precious memory. I finally understand who my mom really was. I'll keep those 2 days close to my heart. Behind the door to my memories. With Mom. Forever.
Hey Valkyria, welcome to the stream. Yeah, she got a lot done in one day. Thanks for the stretch and for Kirby. Let's enjoy the music for a little bit and I'll talk about the game. Oh, the captain has a name. D.
I can't help it but to think the good things and the miseries. Fighting this fight, I know I'm not alone. For sure I'll make it there where I fight to be. In the place where I will find myself relief. Better days will come to me, I'll take another step. I know that I will be the best version of myself.
Oh, Ray Kondo did the ending song? I think Ray Kondo does a lot of Legend of Zelda music. Aww. Aww. Why is Gina by herself? Oh right, Ian's a secret agent. I forgot about that part. Aw, D! Yeah, this is a good credit sequence. Oh, and then I guess here's the rest of the credits. Okay, let's talk about the game. So I already talked a lot when we finished the first half of the game, 2 memories. So I'll kind of stick to the new stuff here, but like I think the second game improved on a lot of things. There were more characters involved, there were more different like weaving plot lines. The fact that there were more characters around already adds to it, because in the first game it was just us talking with Dee the whole time, and then later Bill and Richard, but it felt like the world was more alive when there were more characters. There was a little bit more intrigue during the second half. Now, I think I was really surprised. The second game I expected to have more puzzles, or at least equal number of puzzles than the first one. There were less puzzles, and a lot of them weren't even puzzles, like driving the boat and picking up the suitcase, or rolling the maze to get the marble out. Like, there weren't really... The puzzles seemed like they were less in-depth in the second game, which I would have expected the opposite. Especially with the remake, you would have thought that maybe they would... Because the remake forces you to play the first game then the second game. You can't just start with the second game. So you would just expect it to at least have the puzzles get a little bit more interesting. I am glad the puzzles weren't, like, back-to-back. Like, it wasn't like in Zero Escape, where you get a ton of puzzles back-to-back. Because having them spread out is kind of nice. Even though they're easy puzzles, it's just kind of like... You know, I don't want to sit here and just do puzzles all day, really. Especially since they're fairly straightforward ones. They were okay puzzles. I mean, a lot of the ones in the second game were just hack this thing with your buttons, which I don't really count as a puzzle. Pacing for the second game, I think, was a little weird. There were 9 collectibles, and like a lot, like 4 of them, 4 out of 9, so less than half of them were available in the actual Lake Juliet, and then the last 5 were all found in Chapter 7. All in JC Valley. Seems kind of weirdly paced, I think. So that was kind of odd, I think. Now, I do know that in the original Trace Memory, the first game had 2 endings, but they were very similar. It was basically the same ending, except in one ending, you didn't collect all of Dee's memories, so that Dee doesn't remember everything before he parts with you. So I know in Journey into Lost Memories, the original one, there might have been an alternate ending, but in that ending, at least I think, you have to like delete Ashley's memories instead of Sayoko's memories, but this one didn't even let me do that, even by accident. So I'm not even sure if there is an alternate ending. I do know that they changed a number of things for the remake in Journey to Lost Memories, so I might have to go read up on the wiki article to compare and see what's different. I think like the actual overall plot is probably the same, but it sounds like a lot of little differences in like character motivations or interactions were different. So I won't go over that with you guys on stream, but it might be something if you're interested in looking into to consider. Now, during the second game, they also added, there were a few sections of the game where Ashley was able to I was able to choose her response to something. But oftentimes, both the responses would be very similar, and it didn't seem to actually go anywhere. I think I made like 6 different dialogue option choices throughout the whole game, and they were all inconsequential, so it would have been nice to at least have a little bit more... Like, I'm not saying they needed an entirely different ending for me choosing different dialogue options, but maybe it could have been at least, you know, some changes, like noticeable differences, if they're going to even add it. Because why even bother having dialogue options if it doesn't do anything, right? So I just found that kind of weird that they even had dialogue options when they were so infrequent and they didn't have any effect. So... Oh, an outfit for Ashley has been unlocked. This outfit is only available in 2 memories. Oh, I bet it's her original outfit from the original. I know in the original game as well, there is a New Game Plus where you can go through it again, and it's the exact same story, but like a couple tiny things change. Like there's a couple extra Easter eggs. Like I think in the original game, like Kelly's doll changes into a different doll for the second playthrough, for example. So I'm not going to play a second playthrough, but there might be some stuff like that here as well. Now it is, I've said before, it's a puzzle mystery adventure game, but it is a little bit on the younger demographic side, which is totally fine. So I think the story they had for it was pretty good for what it was trying to do. Again, I think the pacing was definitely an issue. I think kind of the same issue I had with the first game. So the first game, I said Dee's story and Ashley's story, at the beginning, they kind of seem like they're happening side by side. You're figuring out both of them, and you expect them to intertwine at the end. And the second that we went into the lab at the end, Dee just kind of stopped talking because we were on the screen with Richard, and then they just kind of quickly tie it back in by saying that Bill is Franny's son, which isn't much of a connection. So it really felt like Dee's story and Ashley's story were kind of disjointed. There was no payoff for connecting them together. And in fact, Dee kind of drops off towards the last third of the game by not really participating. It kind of felt that way with Matthew as well. Like it felt like they were working towards something where both of their plots would intertwine, and then there was a connecting point about the pollution of the lake. But it's not really much of a connection, and then just like Dee, Matthew just disappears for the last section of the game. And in fact, unlike Dee, who's a ghost and stays around with you, like Matthew just leaves, which I feel is really weird. Now, I heard that originally they were planning on having a third game, which they didn't get around to doing. And the third game was supposed to star Matthew, I think, and was supposed to be more stories about him, which might shed light on some of the extra... I won't say cliffhangers, extra loose ends, I guess, on his story. But similar problem I had with the first game as well is I feel like they kind of fumbled the climax. Like in the first game, when Bill had the gun, it was kind of exciting for a second, and then it comes and goes really quickly, and then it just dies off, and it's all falling action, but it's like really slow falling action after that. Kind of like this one. It was like the part with like Sophia is out to get us, and it should have been a lot more tense, but it wasn't. And then after that, it was like, oh, who's trying to do something to Ashley? Oh no, he's gonna wipe her memories, and then you just kind of quickly deal with that, and then there's just a really long exposition explaining Ryan's somewhat complex past. And even before they went to the island, I already kind of pieced together most of it, right? So going to the island and hearing Ryan explain it all again, even longer, just kind of felt a little bit redundant. I know it was good narratively to close him off and have him explain it, but it was kind of like, it started feeling like it was dragging at the end. So I think they could have found a better way to implement that, or maybe like have clues about Ryan scattered throughout the game so that suddenly it all clicks together and then the game just has to quickly tell you how they piece together, or something like that. I think would have worked a little bit better narratively and better pacing wise as well. Yeah, Sophia was basically just a Scooby-Doo villain, right? She didn't even have much screen time until she appeared in Chapter 7 and then was immediately antagonistic. Like, they didn't even try to hide it, right? There also wasn't really like a puzzle at the end. Like in the first game, there was, once you went into the another room and then down the elevator shaft, there were no puzzles. And this game only had the puzzle of deleting Sayoko's memories, which isn't much of a puzzle. So I feel like they could have had some kind of final puzzle to kind of raise the stakes. Kind of like, again, I keep saying like it's Zero Escape. They culminate in that one last puzzle during a very intense moment where it's like, oh, everything hinges on this one puzzle. And we didn't really get that. Shoot, there was something else I was going to say and I lost it. So I feel like that the ending, I think, could have been pulled together better. Like the story itself, I think is fine. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say is, just like with the first game, I think the sound design could have been better too. And I'm not hating on the composer or anything like that. I think it's the direction they took with the music. Like, again, during the parts with Sophia, for example, they should have had some intense music playing, and there wasn't. Or like when you're like walking through the facility and you're like, oh no, she's behind us with a gun. It was just calm music, which kind of ruins the vibe. Doesn't really make you feel excited for it. We kind of got some good music when Ryan was like disappearing. There was kind of some emotional music there. Also when Matthew saw Kelly's ghost, there was some emotional music there. And I think more emotional music like that would have been better. I keep thinking about Umineko, because in Umineko, there are a lot of times where it just kind of drags because there's really long dialogue explaining stuff. But sometimes while they're doing that, there's exciting music playing, so you still kind of feel like you're into it. But here, it was just kind of like, there were parts with no music or very calm music when there should have been something exciting. So I feel like that would have really elevated the game, just that extra little bit. So I think the sound design is where they could have put a little bit more of their effort in. Especially, I know in the remake, they kind of want to stick to the original source stuff and not change it too much, but I think it would have been a good change if they did that. That's just my personal opinion. Other than that, like otherwise, I like the art direction of the game. I think the character designs were really good, especially if you compare them to the original game's character designs. Most of the characters look very different, and I think it's definitely a glow up. The fact that we don't even see Matthew and Greg and Ian during the ending, and we talk to everyone else, is a little weird to me though. Even if it was just a quick conversation or something, especially because Matthew was the deuteragonist, so to have him just not appear at all after the point that we part with him is very weird to me. And I think they could have tied it back in a little bit better. Especially since, again, a lot of the sub-stories, the subplots, didn't really tie at all together. The band contest, Charlotte's daughter, Matthew's story had nothing to do with the whole JC Valley thing, which is fine, but it just felt like I think it could have come together a little bit better. Or like I said, have a big dance number or a scene from the band contest at the end. Or like they do a practice run of their band contest thing for everyone in Lake Juliet. Have a little dance off like the Somnium Files style. Would have been a little bit more exciting and would have brought everyone in as well. Hey, Kiro from the future here. So today's the day after I finished the game, and I did a little bit of digging just to see about the ending of the original game and to see if I missed anything. So I don't think I missed anything, at least not to my knowledge, for this game. But again, this game is still less than a week old, so there might be stuff that I don't know about. More importantly, I want to talk about a couple of the differences between the story of this game's Journey into Lost Memories and the original Journey into Lost Memories. Now, I'm not going to go over every single difference. A lot of the differences are smaller, inconsequential things. But there's a couple things that I think are kind of major that I kind of want to touch on that I thought were kind of interesting. So I heard that in the original game, Matthew actually never finds his father, like at all. So once he meets Kelly's ghost, he thanks Ashley for helping him resolve his feelings regarding Kelly. And then he tries to go into JC Valley with Ashley, but then Sophia stops him because he's not related to anyone in the facility, so she doesn't let him go in. So then Ashley just parts ways with him there. So he never finds his father, but he like resolves to continue searching or something like that. I think that they originally wanted a third game to be about Matthew and Ashley working together to actually find his father. Some people speculated that they were supposed to team up with an older Kyle Hyde as well from Hotel Dusk, which is another one of their series. But I'm not sure if that's just a rumor or not, but I did read about it. So that's just kind of interesting because I did read that Matthew's story did have a lot of loose ends, which was pointing towards having another sequel, but that never happened. But in this game, they changed it, so that's why when Greg comes in and just kind of says like, oh, by the way, your dad's been in the hospital this whole time, let's go see him. It kind of feels like it's out of nowhere because it basically is, because I guess they didn't want to change too much while also giving some closure, quote-unquote closure, to that storyline. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I still think it's weird that he doesn't appear in the ending, though. The other thing I want to talk about is the character of Ryan apparently has a lot of differences between him here and in the original game. In this game, he was like a memory ghost, and he had like a sympathetic kind of reason behind what he was doing. In the original game, he's actually just a normal human, and he's still Judd Fitzgerald's son, and they still did like experiments on him when he was younger because he was traumatized by the death of his mother. But they did some experiments on him, and he ended up losing some memories. He became a researcher at JC Valley. He was like a child prodigy, but he was also like a sociopath. So he was like collaborating with Bill and Sophia, basically to manipulate Richard to come back and finish another so he could sell it off for money, among other things. And then he also like manipulates Ashley's memories at a couple points of time in the game, and they eventually chase him to that island in Lake Juliet, and then he like forces them at gunpoint a couple times, and then he attempts to jump off the cliff, and then they save him, and then he turns himself into the police or something like that. So very different. I kind of like the direction they took with the memory ghost thing, although again, it feels like they kind of info dump a lot of it on you at the end, and I was kind of falling asleep by the end because it was getting a little bit boring because it happened after like the climax and everything exciting. So I guess that's why that happens that way, is because they kind of shoehorned all that stuff about him in at the end because it's new stuff that was not previously available in the game. I just thought those two things were particularly interesting. Of course, again, there's other differences and minor changes between the characters between the original game and this game, but those are the ones I kind of want to talk about here that I thought were kind of worth noting. Anyways, back to the video. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining me for another Code Recollection. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I think it was a good game to play on stream. It was kind of a relaxing mystery puzzle, not too arduous, but fun to do still, especially for people that haven't played the game or people that are just interested in the remake. But there is room for improvement. So I really hope that, like they said, if a lot of people support this game, they might go and remake or bring back the Hotel Dusk series, which was also done by Cing, the Kyle Hyde stories, which again, the first game we got in North America, and the second game I think was only Europe and Japan. So I hope we get those games, because I actually want to play those games. I think I might even have like I might have got like a secondhand copy of Hotel Dusk sitting on my shelf, but I don't really want to take out my DS to play it. I'd much rather stream it on a Switch or something like that. So we'll see. There is hope. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking with me. So on Friday, so no stream tomorrow, Friday we're playing Tekken 8. Tekken 8's coming out, it'll be really fun. And for those of you here, I mentioned this earlier, I have new Kirby emotes, which I'll be unveiling on Friday. You will be able to enjoy them then. I'm very excited, because they look really fun. Really fun. Okay, let's find someone to raid. And again, for those of you new here, if you want to check out other videos I've done or other games I've done, you could check out my YouTube or check out my Twitter for some awesome artwork and updates on my stream schedule. Okay, you know what? Let's go visit our good pal, Psycho Reaper, who's playing Lethal Company. So stick around for the raid. I'll see you guys on Friday for Tekken 8! Take care, guys. Bye-bye.